falling free. Try my best not to forget what happened to us, what happened to me, what happened as I let it slip. I was confused by the powers that be, forgetting names and faces. Passers-by were looking at me as if they could erase it. Baby, did you forget to take your meds? Baby, did you forget to take your meds?
Welcome to Transcend Money Community, another day in the crazy markets. Today is spectacular. The market keep pushing up, and we're gonna see in the order book that this is gonna be spectacular. This week we have a lot of macroeconomical data, and we have Bitcoin pushing hard. The $95,000 we're gonna see in the order book. There are a lot of shorts, 95, 96. That means that the price is going to push to the 96, and we're going to see how the market reacts in the 96,000, because this can be unbelievable for the altcoins. If the Bitcoin prices keep crashing the 95, maybe 96, maybe 97, look how brutal is the volatility, the amount of liquidity there is now in 95,888, 96,000, 96,050, 96, 500, 472 Bitcoins, 45 millions, 96 to 100. There is so much liquidity. It's spectacular. Also, we have some liquidity in the 91,500 and 92 right now. We're going to see in detail. Look, 1 million or another million they bought instantly. Another million. That's 3 million, like in few seconds. How beautiful is the crypto markets. And something is going on in Spain, Portugal. They lost all the electricity. At the same time, for some reason, look what happened with Monero. Who knows, knows. Who don't knows, don't knows. But for the people that knows, this is spectacular what happened to Monero. Look this pump. 56% in few hours. So who needs to understand. We had a blackout in Spain, Portugal, and some parts of France, and Monero make a 56% pump. Yes, I want to say that. So for the people that knows, be prepared. And we are prepared with crypto. How spectacular is this? So a lot of people is saying that it's going to be the biggest wealth transfer of human history. And let's see, because a lot of crazy things are happening in the world. As you know, when I keep calm, let's go for the price analysis. So we have this 95, 96 spectacular trend reversal, right? In the Spanish channel yesterday, we were talking about this fair value range that is about around 105K to this 95 that we are fighting now. And then from this 95 to this approximately 81,000 that sometimes we can see in the order book. So now the price of Bitcoin is pushing. All the altcoins are pumping now because Bitcoin is getting energy. And probably we're going to break the 95 and maybe we would do 96, 98. And then it's going to be the key. The key is going to be what's going to happen. We're going to bounce and then pump to the 95. Or first, the price of Bitcoin needs some liquidity and need to grasp this maybe 91,500. That is a drop of 3.8%. Seems that the market is going for that. So for me, there is where is the long around 90. In fact, it's interesting because 91,500 is quite high. Quite low. Sorry, quite low. But it will be this point. Will be this point. So correction and then pump. This is what we are going to see in the following hours because this week we have a crazy amount of macroeconomical data. We can see in the Transfer Money community website, I'm going to place in the chat just in case you are around here because I don't know why my phone is not working. A lot of Spanish people don't have electricity. So probably mainly we have today English speaker people. So a lot of macroeconomical data that can bring a lot of volatility to the markets. We have the jobs opening in one day, Tuesday, and in the US. And then we have GDP from Europe. A lot of countries, they're going to show the GDP. And then Wednesday, we have GDP US, core inflation, that this can be amazing because the forecast is like the inflation is going down hard. That can bring pressure to the Powell and the Federal Reserve to cut interest. And what happened if Powell cut the interest rates from US dollar? What will happen with crypto? So all-time highs, obviously, instantly, in 1 week, we can break the all-time highs. We have corrections, whatever, but the all-time high, this is easily now for the price of Bitcoin in less than a week. Personal income, also personal spending, and Friday we have payrolls from no-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. So a lot of important data this week. And next week we have the Federal Reserve rate decision. This can be what breaks the crypto markets, right? Probably we're gonna have the PAM before the rates. I'm quite interested to see that. We have the traditional markets about to open. We have the futures that they are positive. So since the traditional markets, they are going to open positive. And let's see if the liquidity enter hard now. So for me will be the long at 91,500. That will be my ideal entry right now. Let's see how is the situation. This is from the video. We had the resistance, we break it, and now we are correcting again, and we're going back to the 95. So let's mark this 91,500 with 385 Bitcoins, $35.3 million. This is good. It's a drop, as we were saying, about 3.7% right now. And then we have all this crazy liquidity. You can see the top 6 is not more than 200 Bitcoins. That, for me, 200 Bitcoins is a lot of, is a relevant quantity. Is 400, more than 400. It's the amount of shorts in 95, 96, even 97 almost, is unbelievable. So that means that the whales are super tempted to break the 96, 97, even $98,000. So this is there. The question is if the price is gonna change the market structure or not. Meaning, if they're gonna make the support, if the market is gonna make 95 as support or not, once we break it hard. And then we'll see it, because the altcoins are ready to pump like crazy. If Bitcoin is breaking 96, 97, 98 and go down to 95 and bounce in there, the altcoins can go totally nuts. Even we have the top 7 now. We have some more entries. So the amount of liquidity is brutal. The amount of people that is going to enter short is very high. Not people, money. So even like that, I think it's a good sign, because maybe the whales, they want to liquidate all these shorts, right? So the short is going to happen a little bit higher, maybe even in the $100,000, right? So we'll see in the following hours. I think we have already opened the traditional markets, and seems to me that are going to be positive. Let's see. So that will be for Ethereum. My idea is the 91 to enter again. I have was a Bitcoin purchase, so that was a very big one, like $5 million, just one purchase. We start to see how the liquidity starts to enter in the market. We have a little bit more sales in money for the 1 to 5 Bitcoins trades, market traders or aggressive traders. We see that 94,900 they are pushing to go higher, and 95,888 to go down. So probably the price is gonna go up. Here we have again the 81. That's a possibility. Oh, that was a big one. 52, another one. 63 Bitcoin, 6 million. 2 big sales we had right now. Very big sales. So they were whales. Let's see how the price reacts. And so, as you know, my favorite exchanges are Bitunix and Mexc. Mexc, we have like 100 pairs without fees, like Sui, Solana, Dogecoin, I think Ripple also. There are a lot. So I totally recommend you Mexc and Bitunix. You have down below the links if you want to trade them. So I have still a short from the 90,000. So 91,500 will be not enough. I should wait for a little bit of correction. So that one, I'm trapped in that short. It's a small quantity, and I can go higher. So I can go to 105,000 without any issue if it's going up, waiting for the correction, right? But right now, seems to me that it's going to try the 96. It's going to try the 96. Maybe we have first the correction of 91,500, but yeah, I think that one is going to be a high probability. And that's another big sell. 6 million buy. So the liquidity now is brutal. The amount of money moving right now in the market is quite high. Let's see if we have the feedback from traditional markets, but seems like the futures are going neutral. And then, so this obviously 91,500, they are quite critical. If we're going a little bit down, we risking to go to the 88,000 or even the 81. That is the worst case scenario, in my opinion. So the 91 is a point to check, in my opinion. To check, meaning how the price react at that specific point, right? Okay, let me check if how the order book react. Let me know in the comments which is your strategy right now. You are excited about crypto, you think it's gonna crash, you think it's gonna pump. we have like two schools right now. One that is we're gonna break all-time highs. Another one that we gonna make a small correction or big correction until even 81,000. But I think the whales, they will not make so easy like a big drop right now, because I think it's quite obvious. So I think they're gonna push a little bit more to the upside, even if they have a lot of shorts, a lot of liquidity, right? So that's what I'm thinking. And I would like to see here again the 81,000. That should be a very bad news, right? Still, we don't have feedback from the 6 minutes pre-market. Okay, so that will be for Bitcoin, 91,500, trying to break the 96. So these are the 2 points right now for me. If the price of Bitcoin keep pushing the 95, probably the altcoins, they can make another push. How is doing Monero? 260. Monero is pushing hard today. We reached 56% up, and now it's 11% last 24 hours. So let's go for Solana, if you think. Let me check the comments, because seems that we don't have, okay. Most of the Spanish people don't have electricity, so probably also they don't have internet. So let's go for Solana. And we have the 81, no, 87. We don't have the 81 yet. O sea, 81, yes. So let's go for, I would like to place the 81, but here we have 81. So this will be the worst scenario, 14%. And then we have Solana. Let's go for Solana. How many of you do you have Solana? By the way, thank you very much, everyone that is giving a like to this channel, that is growing little by little, and all the new subscribers. So let's go for Solana, because Solana is in an interesting point. Yesterday we had here the resistance, and yes, during 24 hours was a resistance, and this exactly point was the $150. And so let's see. Wow, we have 153 a lot of shorts, like 63,000 Solanas, 10 millions and 10 millions. And then the 100, wow, we have a lot of liquidity going down. 138, 143, and 114. So it's around, I would say that the strong one is going to be around 5%, but the 140 right now is the one with more liquidity. But I think it's a grid between 143 and 138 dollars. That's between 4 and 7% down for Solana. And then to the upside is about 3%, more or less. 154, 153 is the prices with, they are prices with more liquidity right now. So that's the situation. Let's see how the market is reacting. We have right now Solana in a very strong support or liquidity zone, where the price range for is the high volume trading area or price. Let's say this one is a little bit lower. It's 141. About 141.5 is the most volume area for Bitcoin, Solana. So probably that's is possible to be a region where Solana make a small correction. Now we are listening small buys, like $1 million every time that we listen that sound. And that's the situation for Solana. Great. So 10 minutes in the market. Incredible. The futures of the traditional markets still positive. And we had more sales in the last hour than purchase. So let's see this, if I can make it bigger. Yeah, we have quite liquidity now. 7 Bitcoins here. And as you know, we have also the Twitter where we are announcing when a big whale for Bitcoin or Solana is trading. For Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoins, for Solana, 10,000 Solanas, about $1 million. Also, I'm gonna let you hear in the chat the link. Fantastic. So I think we're gonna leave the video here because probably not so many people. Wow, now we have a lot of small traders coming. Look the volume. These are small buys. Another million. But there are a lot of small trades right now. $94, we have support. And just the short I have in case it's going down hard during this night. I'm gonna, you see, zero fees festival in Mexc. You have down below the links if you want to participate. You already have 81,000. Okay, good. So there we go. I think this is the situation right now. A lot of volume still, so still can push a little bit the price of Bitcoin upside from the 95,000. And yeah, the correction of 91 is possible. Let me check for the volume. How will be this is Solana. Let me put Bitcoin just a second because I would like to see around 350 million where can bring us the price. Let me check. 350 million. Let's load a little bit of prices and then let's see what is where the whales can move the price. Seems 96,000 is a little bit expensive for them because it's just 1.5%, but they have the budget to move the price to 96,000. That will create a lot of FOMO, especially for the altcoins. And for the downside, we don't have any with 350 million yet accumulated, meaning how much it costs to move the price there. Probably seems like it's gonna be the 91,500 or 90,000. It's gonna be the 350 million. Right now is more like 89,000. 300 million, 350. Yeah, 89, between 89 and 90. So maybe we can have a spike there in the worst case, but I'm more bullish than bearish. So I think the 96 is going to happen. It's going to happen probably in the next 24 hours. It's going to depend, of course, of the traditional markets that let's see, because TradingView is taking a lot of time to update, but we can check quickly online. Nasdaq quote real time quotes. Can we see it here? How spectacular is that? And Solana is going to the 50. Why is that? Let's do S&P. Yeah, for 0.45. Okay, that's good. 0.45. Here in real time is 0.1. Okay, and Nasdaq is a little bit negative. No, this is futures. So no, we don't have here the Nasdaq. Anyway, so seems is neutral, let's say. No, 0.4 now. We have updated. The Nasdaq is a little negative. and the futures are neutral. So let's say that's $5 million they bought Bitcoin right now. They have this fight here. Is brutal because here we are making in daily a crazy bull flag, that this can bring us to the $103,000. Wow, it's gonna keep pushing. Let's see if we need a retrace first or not. But seems that the Standard & Poor's is pushing up, and Nasdaq also. So I think it's gonna be pushing a little bit the price of Bitcoin also up. Let's see if it needs to grab a little bit of liquidity, but I think looks good. There we go. Even maybe 93, let's say. So I wish you to everyone very good luck with your positions. I wish you health, love, and wealth, and see you very soon in the next video.